Train the muscles, not the joints. So it's a pretty nice day today, so I'm gonna go to the park and I'm gonna do some more video footage out there, and I'm just gonna look around or whatever a bit. So I thought I'd take you along for the ride, but I'm going to first make some chicken and rice here, and I already have the chicken made. I barbecued it last night, and then I have some brown rice, and then I'm using this peanut sauce. It's like a Vietnamese peanut sauce. It's pretty good. So anyway, I'll show you what I eat a couple times a day. 2 to 3 times a day I eat this. So you guys have been talking to me, always asking what I eat. Well, this is one of the things that I eat. I'm just taking as much carbs as I need to in order to get the protein down, and it just tastes good, makes eating more fun if you actually like what you're eating. But yeah, carbs and protein I find mainly are what I find nourish me the most. And then like I said, I do take breaks from carbs and protein sometimes, and I basically then have protein and fat to give my digestive system a break and reset the blood sugar and all that kind of stuff sometimes. So I can feel that that's probably going to be coming pretty soon. The one thing I don't like about doing the carbs and fat thing is that my muscles and everything flatten out quite a bit. But yes, I'm having a chicken breast on here right now. And this is that peanut sauce I'm talking about. It's a Saigon peanut sauce. It's pretty good, man. It tastes really good on chicken and rice. I can't believe how good it tastes, actually. It's pretty good. Now there's about, for every 50 milliliters, there's 1 gram of fat and 1 gram of protein and 6 grams of carbs, so 4 grams of sugar. So there's a little bit of sugar in this, but it's not too bad for the flavor. It's pretty good. Mash this up here. Gonna mash it, you know, pre-digest the chicken, just mash it up. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. This is what I'll do. I've already had this already today. But I'll do this 2 or 3 times a day, and then I'll do some steak as well, or fish, or sushi, or something like that. So I'm getting artistic now, okay, because there's light in the background here. I'm up in the woods. I'm on the logging trails up towards Hicks Lake here. There's another logging forest trail that I can also drive on, but I'm waiting to get a truck or 4x4. And what I'm going to be doing is going up into the woods and stuff and going up on these different trails, doing some overlanding. And I've never done any of this stuff in my whole life, but it seems like it'll be kind of fun. So I thought it'd be great to get different video footage of the outdoors and stuff, because some of you guys seem to like this. And it is called natural Gallant bodybuilding. So in nature, you know, a little bit of nature, and then, you know, maybe we'll lift some rocks or something. I don't know. Yeah. But I like to play. I like to also play on this channel. I like to do different things than just weight train, although lifting weights is a big part of my life and a big part of my daily routine and all that. But really what I like to do is express and create on this channel, and hopefully you guys like what I'm expressing. You know, some of you guys love the music that I make, and some of you guys don't like it. But in the end, hey, it's me. It's what I'm going to do. I'm always going to work within my own limitations and call that my branding. Okay, so whatever it is, the funny thing is with people is that they always look for perfection. And I guess that boils down to a video that I should make here. You know, when it comes down to fitness and bodybuilding, people are always looking for perfection. They're looking for to make their bicep exactly a certain way, and they want abs and they want to look a certain way. And that's great. You know, it's good to have goals and stuff. But the neat thing is that if you enjoy your own limitations and work with those limitations, that's how you improve, right? So say, for instance, with making a great piece of art, you would have to do art, and then after you do art for a period of time, you get better and you start to work with different colors, different textures, different types of techniques, and you start to find your own style. So that's neat. I like when cars drive by, it's really fun to watch. So you find your own style, and that's really the thing. You can find your own style with the body as well. You can actually find your own expression in there, and your expression has to do with your strengths and your limitations. I know that might sound really weird to some of you obsessive compulsive people out there, but I'm telling you that when you enjoy your own limitations, you automatically get better because you start to work with what you have, not work with an idea of what you think should be there, you see? So this is pretty advanced stuff. So I don't know if all of you are ready for this type of teaching, but the thing is that this is really where you can really start to enjoy your life. You see the difference? Like, if you're always looking towards the goal, you're never really enjoying the process. But if you enjoy the process and you enjoy the limitations as much as the successes, you will become whatever it is that you're supposed to become. You will express whatever it is you're supposed to express. And this can happen on the physical level. It doesn't just have to happen through creativity. Now, I do this with my own music. Years ago, I started making music. I started, composing my own stuff and everything. And I never had any music background when I was a kid or anything. But I just started playing. And from playing, I started getting better, and I started getting better. And then I learned how to do compressors, learned how to equalize, learned how to, do different types of reverbs and all this. And basically through the playing, I found my own individual expression, which is constantly changing. So somebody just said they don't like my music, and they say, why do you keep on putting the same shit on all the time? I actually don't put the same music on all the time. I'm putting different tracks on, and they do sound totally different. But for somebody that's not really listening, they will just assume that. But my creativity has changed. If you look at the Ethereal album and the album The Move, totally different type of music. The music just sounds totally different. So this is the thing with bodybuilding and fitness. This can also be the same thing. As you're doing your arm curls, and as you're eating, and as you're enjoying yourself in the gym, you will start to play and try different techniques, try different programs. This is the other thing. You get the fanatics on the internet. They're like, oh yeah, this is the best program. Push-pull legs is the best program for naturals. And I'm like, there's no such thing as the best program. When you say that this is the best thing, and you say everybody this is the best thing for, you're really kind of discarding everybody's individuality in the process. And that's the opposite of what this channel is about. This channel is about each person finding their own individuality and understanding how do you work with that. And how do you create with that? How do you, if I wanted to look like a 6'5" Viking, bodybuilder, that wouldn't happen because I'm 5'8". So why would I try to look like I'm 6'5"? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to work with what your body is, and you have to work with what it responds to as well. And not everybody's body responds the same way as somebody else's body. So this is why I don't say this is the best program. This is why I have the 2-day split on my website, and I also have the 3-day split on my website, and I also have a whole body workout on my website. There's a reason why I do these different workouts. It's because everybody's got their own individual expression. And what I'm doing with this channel and with my programs is helping you find out what that is. I'm not saying it has to be my way. I'm saying this is what worked for me, and this is what worked for a lot of people, but there's a thread of truth in there that you can use in your own training, and that's the secret. That's really the secret. It's you want to find the thread of truth that threads through all things and apply that at least to yourself, and then you can deviate from there and find out, okay, how does this truth of what works through weight training and fitness, how does this thread through my life? So really my point is that if you can surrender your own idea of perfection about yourself, physically speaking, then that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for you in your training, because now you can start to really enjoy it, enjoy the process, enjoy the connection to the body, the relationship, enjoy your feeling, your experience of working out, instead of just always looking at the vision and saying that I've got to match my vision to Arnold Schwarzenegger or somebody I saw in a magazine somewhere. You're looking at it as a form of play. And then when you start to play, you start to get creative and start to enjoy the whole process. And therefore, your motivation goes to the roof, because you don't have to convince any kid to play. I mean, most kids just know how to play. They love playing. So if you become a kid again, when it comes down to your training, then training becomes play, and play is not the same as obsession, okay? Play and obsession are two different things. So a lot of people mix those things up. They say, oh, I'm obsessed. No, your obsession might be based on insecurity. Your obsession might be based on your own emotional pain around what you look like and all this. You got to discard all that, because honestly, if you have muscles today, it doesn't make you any more valuable to the world. I mean, I get hate on the internet all the time, and I have some pretty large muscles. I have a pretty decent physique, and I get hate all the time. So the thing is, having muscles never made anybody like me. It made some people afraid of me, but it never made anybody like me. So the bottom line is that this is your own artistic creation, and you can have fun with it, but you don't have to obsess about it. So let go of the obsession. I hope this helps you out in your training, and I hope this helps you out in your life, okay? Okay, now that I've ranted about that for a little bit, let's go for a walk in the woods. You've been here before, though. I've taken you here before. This is kind of like my favorite spot. I don't know why, it's just so silent here. wish you guys could feel the silence here. There's just the odd car that goes by once in a while, but the silence is just amazing. I'll show you. Here we go. Lots of spiders. Spiders in here. Nice. It's just such a peaceful place though. I can't even explain it to you. So hopefully I'll be able to convey this on camera, but yeah, here's a nice little stream. Seen you guys here before. Set up the tripod and everything, and it's my favorite part about making these videos in the forest. I get to have an excuse to just be outside, you know, and just do something productive at the same time. You're just going to sit there, you're not going to help. Not too much, but a couple of you asked me or whatever. So right now, this thing right here I'm shooting on is the 70D. So the video quality is not as good, but I don't have to worry about dropping it as much as with the 5D Mark IV. So most of the footage you see in the gym and everything, that's all done on the 5D Mark IV. Most of the stationary footage is done on the 5D Mark IV. But if I'm doing the day in the life vlog and I'm walking around with a camera, 99% of the time I'm using this one because sometimes accidents happen and stuff. So like I said, you saw that one accident in the gym and I was like, after that, I'm like, okay, screw that. I'm not using the 5D for that one. But yeah, for most of my stationary stuff, I like the 5D Mark IV. It gets way better coloring, way better dynamic range. So you can get a lot more light and a lot more color. You're not losing so much detail in the darkness as well as the brightness, you know? So on this camera, you notice like it blows out. It gets really overexposed easily and dark easy. So that's the advantage of this other camera, right? So that's it, that's that camera. So the fact is also lenses make a big difference too. So I'm using just a, what is this one? This one's a 16, what is it? Yeah, this was a 16 to 35 Canon lens. It's okay quality, but it's good for up close shots. And because the 70D has a tendency to, well, it's a crop sensor camera. So what that means is that all the lenses act like they're longer lenses than they really are. So I have to have a really short lens on this one. And this quality of this lens is not quite as good as the Sigma 35mm prime lenses, as well as the 50mm Canon prime. So a lot of my really good quality shots, I'm using prime lenses. So I'm using some different lenses as well. So anyway, there's your camera tutorial. That's it though. I'm gonna come up here a lot more often, I think. I'm gonna actually do this way more often, even if I'm not filming, just because it's even nicer than I remembered it. I think now that it's not summer here anymore, and I live in a resort town, so the summer's just packed busy all the time. It's even more silent now, so I think it's going to be a great winter. That's why I'm looking forward to getting a 4x4, because I can go off-road and just enjoy this stuff, you know? And then lift some rocks. Yes, just lift some rocks. See this? Yeah, yeah. Feel the burn, yeah. You need a bigger rock. You need a bigger rock. Go back to the car. I think that was good. Got some good footage there. I think the rock was a little light. A little bit of arm curls with the rock. Just too light. I need bigger rocks. So I'm just going to go up to Hicks Lake here. I'm just going to take a couple pictures just for fun. Just really nice outside right now. There's kind of a sunset and stuff going on. So yeah, I'll see if I can get a shot or two with my camera. That's a nice part about having you know, the 5D Canon cameras, but it takes really nice photos as well as video. So It's kind of a 2-in-1 sort of camera, so I have a good time with that. Yeah, taking you guys here one time before, but I'm the only guy here. Look at this. Oh, I think I hear somebody. 1 or 2 people. Just enough to scare the bears away, I guess. That's good. Forget. See a real muscly bear, that means I got eaten by him. If you don't hear from me, see a big bear walking around full of human that ate chicken, that's what happened. Yeah, it's nice. This lake is nice. Give you a nice little shot here. That rock looks interesting. Man, is it nice up here? It's pretty cool. I feel like king of the world up here, hey? This is where you gotta do the old bodybuilding shots. Too cold for the shirt off though. So here's Hicks Lake anyway. Beautiful lake. This is about a 15-minute drive from my house. So the major lake, Harrison, is just, 5-minute walk, but this is a drive up the logging road. So there's lots of little lakes like this all around, so I can hear somebody over there, so I don't know who it is, but somebody's on one of those islands or they're rowing a boat around somewhere or whatever, but yeah, it's a beautiful place, man. I just love it. Yeah, you guys have to come visit. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and if you want to support this channel, just go to patreon.com under Natural Gallant Bodybuilding. Take care for now.